I did a video on sundown towns a while ago, and one video is still getting views. Okay, I'm one of the people who lived near a sundown town in Louisiana. Um, I did not live in the sundown town, but when I moved down to Louisiana, one of the first things the people who lived down there told us was, if you're driving and you happen to have to pass through Pickens, don't be there after sundown. Make sure you're out of there by 6 o'clock. Okay. Why? Because I'm African American. Some people don't believe the historical facts of sundown towns. Um, so I'm getting ready to show everyone a map, a sundown town map. And there were several, far more than there are today, but historically, you'll see the remnants um, of it being a sundown town. Sundown towns, for those who don't know, is people who, it's towns that don't want black people or non-whites there at all. Okay, and back in the back historically, you would um, be unalived or hurt really badly or jailed or something if you were there after 6 or sundown. Okay, so I'm getting ready to show you the map. All right, for those who've never heard of sundown towns. So here's the map key. First of all, they don't know. Gray will be don't know. If it's sundown town, possible. Sundown town, probable. Surely, unlikely. Always biracial. Black town or township. Okay, so here we go. All right. So this is the west side of the United States. And of course, as you go over here, there's definitely going to be more sundown towns over here. All right. You see a cluster of them here. Like, even though it's up north Midwest, okay, there's clusters, okay? And those big red spots are surely sundown towns. So here we go right here. And where I lived way down here, I lived next to a surely sundown town as well. So I'm going to show you the one that I lived by. So this is Louisiana. I used to live there a long time ago. And the one that I used to live by was right here, Pickens. And if you click on it, you'll see why it's a sundown town. Now here in Georgia, Towns County, where a young black man was found unalived, that used to be a sundown town. Still is, to me anyways. And you click on it, right? Towns County, threats of violence. Exactly how many people ran out. Like here's the black population, right? In 1870, there was a bunch of black people there, right? It ran out of town. By 1960, there was one. 2000, all throughout the 1970s, 80s, 90s, there were none. And bam, there are 12 now. So yeah, and they have what people say about them. So this is where you can find all the sundown town information. You can find it right here. Now, some people will say, why does the Midwest have so much? Well, they have a complicated history of sundown towns in the Midwest. Even when African Americans would travel, we had a travel guide to tell us where not to go. We had to. Okay. This was no joke. We had to. Because it could mean our lives. But they even have articles about the Midwest and its complicated racial legacy, sundown towns. It says these sundown towns were places where black Americans knew they were not welcome once the sun went down. One of the reasons why in the United States of America, you have to actually know where you're moving, because you may incidentally, and the legacy of sundown towns has not gone away. Okay. People think, it's happened way back then. No, 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 no. 1900s, mid and late 1900s, they're still there. And people are still alive, and the legacy of it's still there. So, and that's why you just have to watch where you live still, and where you go, because the legacy is still there. Okay. And so when people, when African Americans just somehow end up hanging from somewhere, um, I immediately go look and see if that's a sundown town immediately, um, because then that's why. And a lot of people would think in today's time, oh, there's no cover up. Oh, that was just something that, unfortunately that person was mentally ill, or they took their own lives. Well, that's not actually the case. I mean, you can believe what you want, but that's just not the case. And you have the sheriff's departments and everything, and that they'll cover it up too. So that's what a sundown town does. That's how they live. That's how they roll. So that's the history of sundown towns.